Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. And guys, the following clips from one of my live streams. And please remember that I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, come and join the lives. We laugh, we cry, we laugh until we cry. And we'll get to this clip. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s that is linked in the description. Join my Discord, check out the playlist at the end. I'm offering memberships now, so guys, hit the join button or the link in the description because memberships really help the channel out. And let's get into this.
So I made a video a while ago and men over 50 were commenting
This ought to be stunning.
The type of women that they were interested in dating. And I've compiled a list, which is kind of interesting. And I'm sure women do the same thing, but men, you contradict each other quite a bit.
Isn't it crazy how that first chick looked at 50 and then this chick, she looks like the Crypt Keeper?
Yeah.
You know? You guys remember on Lord of the Rings when the king of Rohan was all messed up because of worm tongue? You remember? It's like, ah. That's how this person looks.
A lot of men over 50 said that they wanted much younger women. However, a lot of men said they wanted women who were emotionally mature. With years comes age.
Wait, who says that?
A lie detector determined that was a lie.
What are you talking? What? Because I've never heard a guy go, well, I ain't dating no girl unless she emotionally mature. What are you talking about? Look at that.
But also maturity. Number two, men said that they liked women who were very active. However, they also said they didn't want a woman who was too busy. A lot of comments were about women's physicality. They wanted a woman who was trim, beautiful, fashionable, but also somebody who didn't spend too much time, effort, or money on their looks.
Because if you go to Colombia, if you go to Brazil, guys, these girls actually don't spend that much time and money on their looks because they're just hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have natural beauty. You don't see girls in Colombia and girls in even in like Asia, girls in like Vietnam and Thailand caking all this makeup on. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them are just in shape. They're thin. They have long hair. They dress good. So therefore, you don't have to spend 18 hours in the mirror like these broads do, you know?
There were a lot of comments about women being independent, I think specifically financially independent. However, they wanted a woman who also needed them. And also they wanted a woman who was spontaneous and fun, yet consistent. I'm sure.
Dude, she's projecting. You know what I mean? Yep. Look at this, guys. Why? Why? Oh, no. All right, guys. Look at this chick right here.
So I matched with a guy on Bumble about 2 or 3 days ago. The messaging was going, okay, standard stuff.
Guys, she's in her 50s. She's in her 50s.
Like yeah.
Thank you. What a joke.
You're right. You do kind of need to visualize them at like 25.
Yeah,
these videos a lot different.
The Lord knows even these filters can't do miracles. You know what I'm saying?
You know, hi, thanks for the match. How was your day? But I unmatched him last night. And I told him I was going to unmatch him because I hate ghosting and I hate disappearing, even on the apps. I think it's rude. And the reason why I unmatched him was that he did not ask me any questions. He had no interest in getting to know me. He didn't ask me what I did. He didn't ask me where I live. He didn't ask me.
But how much you want to bet that there's other guys? He asked me where I lived. I mean, who does that? Guys, she's 50 years old playing these games. Guys, by the time you're 50 and you're actually trying to date, people should be like, look, we're half a hundo. What are we playing games for? You're cool. I'm cool. Let's just move on down the line.
Yeah.
There's no reason why people should, in like the first couple of months, figure out if that's the type of person that they want to be with long term. You know what I mean? Because guys, here's the thing. Guys, as we get older, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, you only see 50 and 60-year-old chicks trying to, I like to travel, and I like to go out and do things and go to brunch. Guys that are 55 and like to stay home, watch sports, work on that old car. We actually get more routine as we get older. Because oftentimes we've had physical labor jobs, long commutes, you know? What's going on here?
What I like doing in my spare time. He had 0 questions. The only question he asked me was at the start of it, which was, how was your day? I then went into just relaxing, catching up with friends. What about you? Much on for today. He then launched into how he was working in his side hustle business and it was really busy. We then talked about his side hustle business, but I asked questions, he answered them.
Blah, 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 blah. Here we go.
So what's
because
wrong with
the reason
that?
why I keep deleting it is I keep having to filter myself, and that's so annoying because I just want to come on here and tell the truth and be authentic, and I feel like I can't because somebody is watching, somebody is judging, somebody's going to have an opinion. But gosh darn it, women over 50 who are single, who have entered the dating scene, oh my gosh. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Probably should have stayed married, huh?
Yeah.
You moron. Why, guys? Why are you stupid?
And I don't know if it's different for 50-year-olds or 40-year-olds or 30-year-olds or 20-year-olds anymore in the 2020s. I just don't know. I want to have fun. I want to go out. I want to go play. I want to dance. I want to listen to live music.
You're 50 years old. You are 50 years old. What are you talking about? Why? And they say men are immature. What is going on, guys? This is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Absolute dunderhead. Look at that.
I love to flirt. I want to have a good time. And at the same time, I don't want to wind up with
Cat in the background, guys.
Yeah.
a guy that's going to completely mess up my nervous system, which is what I did the very first guy I dated. I got divorced. I stayed single 6 years. 6 years. Because I was, one, focused on my daughter, who was 13 at the time, and I wanted to get her off into college. And two, I was scared of the world. I didn't want to be hurt again. I didn't know what it meant to be that age and single. I had been with the same guy since I was 21.
Look at that, guys.
I didn't know anything.
Cool.
So just staying inside felt more protective. It felt more safe. And that's exactly what I did. And then when she went to college, all of a sudden something woke up in me. I'm alive again.
Now she thinks that she's going to just show on up and get friggin' Gray Fox Chad, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. It's not. Look at that.
I'm feeling feisty. I'm feeling playful. I'm feeling feminine for the first time in a very, very, very long time. I've run a big business my whole life, and all of a sudden I'm feeling feminine. If you guys, anybody understands what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. And I want some male attention, and I want to go out and have a good time. And the very first guy I wind up with totally freaks out my nervous system. It's basically the same guy I married. It's basically the same guy I dated as a teenager. And they, they're all wrapped up in their own traumas, and they lie.
Using all the same buzzwords that 20-year-olds do too.
Yep.
Isn't that hilarious?
And whatever else. And I can completely see that I'm the one attracting that guy. And I don't know why. And I've really, really, really spent a long time working on myself to try to change that.
Told you
and
guys.
I will tell you that after
every single buzzword, work on myself, trauma, blah, 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 blah.
After that guy, I spent about a year, that whole year, just kind of like exploring. It's my first time being single. I don't know what this means. I did learn that younger guys really like older women. Whether or not they want to wind up with them or whether they just want to hang out with them, two different things.
Hang out with them, yeah. Yeah, okay.
She was hanging out with Nug Nug a little bit, probably.
Together. And I'm not going to speak for everybody. But my point is, I have no problem if I want companionship. That wouldn't be a difficult thing. But I also don't want to deal with what's out there on the planet and putting myself at risk and all the things that come with that, right? And we want to have our own self-worth, and we want to respect ourselves. And we are the woman. It is different still if a man's out doing that stuff. But at the same time, I don't really know that I want to wind up with, I know I don't want to date older. At 53 years old, I'm thinking to myself, in 10 years, if I dated a guy that was 10 years older than me, like I married a guy that was 10 years older than me, if I dated a guy 10 years older than me, and when I'm 63, he'll be 73. What does that look like? When I'm 73, he's 83. What does that look like? I can't help but think how close that is. And I don't want that. I'd rather stay single. That's how I feel about it. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. It's
As
not
if
that I
she has a
haven't seen
choice.
some attractive older men. It's just that I do the math.
As if she has a choice, guys.
Yeah.
All these chicks that say that they're single by choice, it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke, guys. Because if Gray Fox Shad pulled up right now, they would be, oh my god, and be all over him. Because what a joke. Come on.
Yeah, this
man.
broad, what she really needs to worry about is having a heart failure or respiratory failure or a stroke here in the next 10 to 15 years because she's like 80 pounds overweight.
Yeah, guys,
I mean,
look
look
at
at
their
that
arms.
left arm over
Look at their
there.
arms. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
And it makes me so uncomfortable. So then I go younger. Younger still has young kids. Younger has entanglements with the ex-wife. Younger still is very trapped up in their job and their whatever. And I'm like,
You're a
or they
side
just want to have a
chick.
good time. And I'm like, well, that doesn't necessarily add up either. And for the most part, I'm really good by myself. But I'm a woman. I want to go out. I want to have
Guys, anything before the word "but" is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know?
fun. I want to hang. I would love some male companionship.
I still don't really get her
That's
point. What
safe.
she's even trying to say.
Guys, isn't it funny that they can talk so much and yet say so little?
Look
Look at that, guys. You know?
Does that even exist? Like, I can't even believe I just said that out loud, but that's honestly what I'm feeling. I want to dance. I want them to spin me around a dance floor.
You're 50 years old. I keep having to say, guys, hit the like button for the love of God. This chick, guys, look at that, guys. You're 50 years old. What is going on?
Oh, tonight there was actually a guy I ran into. It was a younger guy that I've seen a little bit, spent some
Yeah.
time with,
Nug, nug.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, seen a little bit of.
Yeah,
Okay,
nug,
yeah,
nug.
yeah, uh-huh.
he's like, "Oh, aren't you going to stay?" And it's my first night out in a very, very long time, and I was itching.
Laughing man says, she'll break a hip. Ancient Youth says, her hips are blown.
To play, to dance, to have fun, to see where the night goes, kind of thing. And I was tempted. I was like, he was like, "Oh, you want to stay?" And part of me crossed my mind, like, "Oh, I really do want to stay."
Ugh.
And then the other part of me said, "Be smart, Lori. Go home right now. Go home and close the door. Protect yourself. Be safe." You know, somebody 20 years younger, well, not 20 years, but 15 years younger than you, it's not going to play out. You know, like.
But that's all that they can get are these guys that are 35, right? And they need
Yeah.
an easy piece of tail. You know, they're gonna smash and then hit the patent.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah. And they should be happy for that.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. That guy's hold on, honey.
Just go home. I don't know. I don't want to be on the dating apps. I don't trust them. The guy I was dating literally told me that he met a girl while he was on the dating apps, while he was married, and lied to her and didn't tell her he was married. And his ex-wife called her, or his current wife, because they were only separated. I was like,
To the point.
No, but welcome to 2025.
Yep.
Guys that are in their 50s, that they're either married, they're divorced, and they're never gonna look at a chick again, or they're actually trying to start a family, you know, so they want 5 kids, so they're gonna marry like a 28-year-old or a 24-year-old, or they're Gray Fox Nug Nug. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
he's telling me this. Why? Like, I should have.
Because he's told other women and they've smashed. That's why.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want this.
Guys, look at this. Let's look at
Still playing games.
all these ages. Look at this. 52 single, 21 years. 53 single. 54 single. Married 27 years. Got divorced. 57 single. 50 single. 52. 61. 50 years old, 49 years old, 63. I'm not dating right now. Please, come on. Like she has a choice. Look at that. 59, 54, 57, guys. 55. Divorced 7.5 years ago. 58, recently divorced. Cooked. Jesus, look at all this, guys. Cooked, 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 cooked.